It's morning. Good morning so far. I can't complain. Um, so guys, basically I took two trades today. Two of the trades that I took was Dumo, D-O-M-O. I've shorted this one out the gate. Um, turn some of the stuff down. I shorted this one out the gate. Basically, it popped 27.53. Found a little resistance. I took it right in here somewhere. And then took the drop. Boom. Right. So it bounced it on me. I wasn't too worried. I pretty much saw it. As long as it doesn't close above this uptrend, I was gonna stay in it. Stood in the paint. Came down here. It popped again. Couldn't reclaim this 50. Stood in it. I think I recovered right into this counter right here because I noticed that it wasn't giving me the complete breakdown. So I covered my short, exited, and I basically was looking for that 24. If you can see it right over here in the corner, right over here, 24.78. That's what I was looking for to pull into, but so what happened was, once I noted this triple bottom right here, this strong candle came in, I took a long position, and this became my risk on the bounce. The first spot I was looking for was the downtrend. Bounced right into it, took profits, pulled back. As you can see, I already had done right away put up the uptrend. As long as this uptrend didn't break, I would stay in it. So now I'm looking for that 27.10 spot on that one. So that was Dumo. Basically bad earnings. I'm pretty sure AJ had this one on his notes. Let's see what he had. Dumo's earnings mix, most inline guidance, not bad. Stock gapping down 5. That's all I needed to know right there was how much is it down. Is range for me. I know that I can probably pop this to the upside or downside. That's what I look for. I love the range plays. With Nibblesome long, he's saying Nibblesome long at 26.30 area. Room to add at open to 24.50, 25. Let's see what he got. So he's saying 26, you can start buying in, which is fine. Give it room to 24.50. Not too bad. It probably pulled just a little bit more, but still at the same time, you're still good. At this point, you're making money had you followed his note. So, hey, again, AJ killed that one. Let me finish reading it. If it comes, turn this down. So if it comes, watch for a bottom curl on it and then a slow move back towards 28.29. He's looking for 28.29. If this trend stay intact, I'm gonna keep pushing it up. I'm looking for a 27.10 first spot on that, and then I'll move my trailing stops probably right in here. And I just need a little bit more room before I move there because I don't want it to yank and then I get stopped on perfectly good uptrend. And this is what I'm pretty much watching. If it does pull back, brace this uptrend, I'll probably kill it and I won't give it all the way to my stops. So my stops is currently right here on this baby, 26.06. So basically how I'm trading that. The other trade I took was ZM. If you follow me on Twitter, you guys should have known I was trading this one today. I was very clear, had so much range. Here it is, ZM. This baby here, I wanted this one. As you can see, held the uptrend all pre-market. I noticed it was holding it, so I was like, all right, cool. This one was an all-time high. Typically, all-time highs, whenever you get that, you get a nice little push out the gate. I normally, when I get all-time highs, I throw in my fibs. Probably one of the only times I really use Fibonacci's is when I get to an all-time high so I can see the next spot. So once I seen that, I pretty much said, hey, as long as it's holding that all-time high, I'm going to look for a push towards that 96 spot, take some profits there, hold that 97. 79 was the next spot I was looking for. So I pretty much was done with this trade. I told everybody else, to me, I felt as if it was topping. Just needed to pull back. We killed this one in the room as well. This one here, I pretty much said, hey, 97, 79, you reclaim that. This has a room all the way back up to 101.32. Me personally, I'm done with it. Those were my two trades. Great morning for me, not upset at all. I don't think you can short this baby just yet. It hasn't completely broke down. Is it trying to? We can take a look at it. This, to me, I think this is still going up. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. And I will tell you, this is what I'm looking at. For me to even consider taking this short, I will want this trend to break. And as you can see, it's respecting this little trend here. So this thing pushed back up. You take out that 98, 89, 101, 32 is in the cards. So again, that is still a strong chart to try to short. I'm not touching it. I nailed it. I made the money I needed to make off of it. I wanted this one bad. I actually thought that I was going to be able to get the bigger run out of this, but when I woke up this morning and I seen it pretty much took up all what I was looking for, the move I was, so I wanted this to hold down here, consolidate, flat break, we take out the highs and get the nice push. That's what I wanted today, but again, it didn't happen. Pretty much did a pre-market. Once I seen it popping at the top, I was like, oh well, I can just get the push right into this spot, scale out, and then take more profits here. So that was the ZM trade. Happy with it. I'm not upset about it. I tell you guys, listen, I'm all about making a certain amount of money in a day and keeping it moving. I am completely out of ZM. One thing I did wish it did hold, because I know me. Typically when I see these, I try to leave like 50 shares on the table. Because I didn't get it where I wanted it yesterday, I couldn't do it. I just didn't want to leave 50 shares with my entry being here. I didn't feel as if I had enough wiggle room to let it do what I would normally do. And I'll swing it for a couple days and get a little extra on it. On this one, I'm just completely out. So those are my two trades: Zoom, ZM, and Domo. Domo was pretty cool for me. I almost screwed that one up, and the reason why I almost screwed that one up was actually because of ZM. ZM was running and I wasn't focusing on Domo, so when that went to yanking on me, I was like, do I pay attention to these $400? Well, I got about $1,000 here, so I was focused on ZM. It was pretty cool. So that was that. Great morning. Again, like I said on this one here, as long as this trend stays intact, I'm looking for 2710, then 2753. Those are the two trades. AJ pretty much had a couple great notes. I think majority of his trades pretty much worked out this morning. You just had to pick the ones you felt more comfortable with. I typically look for ones with range, because if I do get into a trade and I screw up, sometimes I go against his calls, and sometimes they bite me in the rear, right? Like, I think he wanted to pop. Me personally, my crazy behind wanted to short, so I shorted it. I shorted it and covered it. So, you know what I mean? You have to do what you see on your charts. I seen a short at open because it didn't break it. He wanted it to run. He had an awesome call. He did it. He's getting the pop he's looking for. It just pulled some like he wanted it. So, and now he's going to get the pop that he was looking for. Me personally, he could have got the pop here and it could have pushed, and then I would have had to manage the trade basically. So again, that was me. That was how I traded that. And once that trend break, I knew this can probably push. And the reason why we're bouncing it, we're not saying anything is good with the company or anything. You got to also understand the numbers wasn't horrific. It was just mixed. So basically, mixed earnings. What I've been noticing, every time I notice something that says mixed earnings or the numbers are like not where they thought, it typically pulls, consolidate, and then start curling and start pushing back up, is what I've been noticing. So with that being said, my thought process was this: as long as it doesn't take out 24.78, I was fine with the bounce. And then if you look at yesterday, 24.51 was the low. So in my head, I felt as if with this triple bottom happening right here, a double bottom, however you guys want to look at it, with this happening right here, I had pretty decent risk reward on my trade and what I was looking for. And that's why I took that position. So that was the full thought process on that. If you're looking at this one right here, 2710, look right here, right where it pretty much bounced, that has some issues and pulled. So I'm gonna take some more profits right off of 2710 and then let the rest play out. Because if I pop 2753, I can probably get this push towards this 2886. So that's my thought process on that. So here comes the 2710. It's actually happening live, so why not sit through it, right? See what happens here. I mean, at this point, great morning. ZM made my day, as you guys can see. I'm pretty stoked about ZM. It's just some calls when you call it and you see it and it actually goes as planned, it's just crazy. So let's see if we can break this 2710. 2710 breaks and See what happens. As you see, finding some resistance here. I'm not stressed out about it. All I'm going to do is just move my trailing stops up on this one. Matter of fact, I should just start doing it now. Let's crank that up to 624. Too low. And this is basically what I do. I might continue to just move my stop limits up while this is running. So if it does get rejected, we'll probably pull back down, coming into some resistance here. So again, look at that, 2710, probably pull back right into trend holds and pops. So that's what I'm looking at. That's how I'm playing that. I'll move these trailing stops up before I get sidetracked. I think I said 26, right? What is this? And I like to leave, walk around, and I mean, once I'm in the money and I take profits, I don't want a trade to tie me up. So I know people say you shouldn't do this, but I think we get more upside. If not, I mean, this is my stop, and we'll see what happens. 26. You lock one. Thank you. 2620. So 2620. And cancel. The old one. Sell. So that's that, and then I'll just continue to do that. If this continue to move up, I'll just continue to move my stop. So same thing I'm doing with AMD. AMD did pull back a little bit, but I don't care. I have my stops in place, and then once I get a point or two up more, I'll probably raise it some more, and I can just continue to do that and let it work out. It's extra money, guys, with small positions and just making money on it. It does suck because you do tie up some of your buying power, but if I'm in a good trade, why kill it? That's just my thought process on that. Again, guys, those are the two trades I took today. I think this is coming into some nice resistance here. You got the 2710 resistance, and then you also have just above that is 2730. So you need to get through those to get to this 2753. So strong resistance coming in on this one. Again, guys, if you guys have any questions, guys, feel free to reach out. Ask questions, whatever. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to the channel. And know what, matter of fact, I did have somebody comment about, hey, do I follow people trades or whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, if you guys are following someone trades or whatever the case may be, you guys have to understand this one thing. Just don't follow it blindly. Make sure that you understand what's going on with the trade and you take what you see. And I tell a lot of people this: if somebody is giving you a trade and you don't see what they're seeing, the reason why people get hurt is because that person knows what they're going to react to looking at their charts. So you have to have something on your charts so that you can gauge your trade, so that you can understand how to move and how to maneuver and whatever the case may be. Just like me, right? I'm telling you these spots that I'm looking for. If you guys don't see it, then what if it would have got rejected at that? My reaction is to take profits and get out. And if I was the one giving out the trade, you wouldn't have seen it. So that's why I said you have to also pay attention to what's going on your charts. I don't care if you're finding the trades on your own, if you're following somebody's charts or whatever the case may be. Understand your charts, understand the move behind the move, and why are you taking the trade, and then having a risk reward. Very, very, very important when it comes to trading. When you start doing those type of things is when you become profitable, because what happens is you are able to limit your downside on the trade. So now we're breaking that 2730 spot. 2730 spot breaks, hold above it, then we can possibly push to 2753. So this is basically how I walk through the trades, right? So now once we pop this top right here, right, this is where it's probably trying to go. If we can pop that top, take out 2753, at that point we got some nice little range on this baby back up here, right? So again, this is how I trade, Dumo. This is my thought process. This is why I'm taking the trade. This is what I'm looking for. I pretty much gave you guys all the reasons why I'm taking the trade. I understood why it was down. Like, I have a whole thought process behind this trade. I'm not just taking it just based off charts. I'm understanding. I know why it was down. I read the numbers. I charted it up. I have spots that I like on my charts, and then I go from there. And that's how you guys are able to get into good trades and good positions and stuff. There's a guy actually in Awesome Calls, Fire Trader, crazy. He's pretty much same thing. We're seeing the same things. He might get his entries and his resistance and supports might be a little bit different, but for the most part, we're pretty much head on, which is pretty cool. So if I get into a trade and I know and I see him jumping in on it, that's typically a plus to me, man. I'm like, oh man, cool. He's in it with me too. So that's always a plus. Same thing with AJ. When AJ gets in the trade and he pops in on it, I'm like, oh, that's awesome as well. So all these things are what I'm saying is you have to also have that. And there's nothing wrong with trading with other traders. To me personally, I feel as if the more people you trade with, the more opportunities, because people are going to give you trades and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I bounce around a lot. Probably I might not see something and you guys might find a trade that I'm not seeing, and it's pretty neat. So I don't see nothing wrong with trading with the community. Listen, AJ brought in, I think, like CRSP I did not have on my list today. SNY I did not have on my trade today. PLAN not on my list today. An LJPC continuation, I didn't even trade it yesterday, nor did I look at it today. DD I had, DocQ I had, ZM I had, BA, Tesla, they're always up on my charts. So again, like those were other opportunities that if I didn't like what I was seeing or the setups I was seeing, that I could have got into trades just off his finds and the reason behind his trades. So that's why I say sometimes it is benefit. You do have benefits being in rooms like this because you get stuff like that. Again, the 2753 spot resistance, the pullback, just what I was looking for, but that needs to break and then we can push higher on that one. Probably right into that trend. If you look at this trend, it's from pre-market. I'll zoom out so you guys can see it. So as you can see, I pretty much watch everything on here. So here's the trend right here is what I'm looking at. If it does pop that spot, probably in the trend, might get rejected, whatever. But again, that's that trade. Look at the pullback. So I was expecting that because of why the 2753 was resistance. So if it ran into resistance, pullback, probably into the trend. If I see this trend complete breakdown, I'll be completely out this trade because it'll probably get a nice little pullback on it. So I think my trend now will either be probably 9 times out of 10 will be this trend here. I might not give it any more than this trend, and then I'll kill the trade, take my profits, and I'll be done for the day. So this is the only trade right now I'm waiting on to see what happens. But I know I rambled a little bit. It's Friday, guys. Great week. Don't overtrade. Keep your sizes small. The only trade I probably will be taking over the weekend on the swing is my AMD, because I have so much room on that one. So AMD, not stressed out about that one at all. And plus I'll be traveling again over the weekend. Wife has to go to some meeting or whatever the case may be, so we're going to New Hampshire, right? New Hampshire. So opportunity to let the kids see the world. Travel with the kids, always a plus. So over the weekend I'll be doing that. Probably take my laptop with me just so I can look at some charts. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you like what you're hearing, guys, subscribe to the channel, give me a like, a share, whatever you feel. Have any questions, hit me up below. 9 times out of 10 I respond, whether it's negative or positive, I will still respond. Yeah, oh, that was yesterday. So yeah, all right, guys, take care, stay green. Friday, don't overtrade. See you guys back here on Monday. Oh, look at the pop. Hey, if you guys want to sit here and watch it, I have a few more things that I'm doing off the side. I'll leave it on the charts for now. Let you guys see the move. Let's see how it reacts to this trend. It's this trend, will we bounce it or whatever the case may be. But this has some nice room now towards that 2765 spot, and then you probably get 28. Actually testing 2565 almost. There it goes. So pretty much call that out. What did I say? 27.65. What did we get? A little above it. And then we'll see how that reacts. Here's a pullback again. 27.65, extremely key. I'm sorry about that. 27.86, extremely key. Break that. You can possibly get a push towards that 28.86. Yeah, I got food all over my shirt. So again, guys, great morning. Still pushing. And this is me just walking this trade up. And this is how I trade. So I'll eventually move the stop up some more. I just want to give it a little bit more room. See how we break this trend. If we break this trend up, I'll move my trailing stops. Probably 26.77. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see how we're gonna see if I can get a nice little supportive resistance somewhere, and then I'll probably move my trailing stops there. That's what I was doing. While that works out, leave that on there for a little bit more. On here. See, as you can see, it's still trying to push here, guys. Still waiting on it, and it's a solid trend, nice trend off the bottom. Getting a little extended here off that trend, so if it does pull back, can possibly pull back towards that 27.35. I probably won't let it pull all the way back to that point, but still letting it trade out. And I keep saying this, guys, you don't have to jump in the trade right out the gate. Some people do. They're looking for that fast money. I suck at it, so I like do it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. It's not my thing, so I just stick to what works for me. I wait for the setup for the most part. Once I get the setup, get in the trade and nail it. Still pushing. And like what I'm saying is they're trading LJPC right now. I'm not trading it. They're probably making a killing on it, but hey, it's not for me. See how it reacts. So it's having issues. Like I said, right around the trend, I felt as if it might have some issues. Also right into that 27.84 spot. Need to break above that, and then you get more aside. If not, you get the pullback. Probably get a pullback towards 27.31. Need that level to hold. Even a 27.34, right around there. But you still have, and the other reason why I'm watching is because even with me saying that we can possibly get a pullback to those areas, you have support at 27.53 and 27.10. So I think the in-between level is 27.30, right? So right in here somewhere, probably pullback holds, and the plus side is it's still holding the uptrend. So we should get more upside on this is what I'm thinking, but let's see how it plays out. And there's the pullback, like I was saying, right into that resistance spots, which was 27.82 or 84, whichever, however you want to call it. Now you get a pullback right back into that support, 27.53. Can't hold, so now let's go back to 27.30 area. If that can't hold, probably test that downtrend and then push higher, is what I'm thinking. So let's see what happens. This is just basically managing my last trade, and then we'll see what happens from there. So far holding up. See if we get this pullback into that level and hold. If not, if it breaks it, I'll kill the trade. I'll be done for the day, and then I'll go interact with my little ones. Take profits and run. AMD still looking, what a beautiful trade. Still pushing higher. Held the bottoms, and now that's pushing up, which is nice. And guys, you don't need huge size, is what I tell people. If you really look at it, the way I look at it is, if I have 100 shares, and I get 2-3 points on the trade, or 200 shares, let's say 200 shares on the trade, and I get a point and a half or a point on the trade, that's $200 within minutes. To me personally, if you know anybody who's making $200 in minutes, please let me know. I would love to go do what they're doing. But when I see that, I take profits, and I start scaling out and book it. And then I just let the rest play out and then just get more on top of it. So that's basically how I trade. And then you just manage a size that you're comfortable with, where your palms aren't sweating and all that other good stuff when you have when you're having huge size on the table. So still going. Let's see what's happened. Let's go check ZM out while we're waiting. I'll flip that one back. See what ZM doing, if it still push higher, or did it break that trend and then pull. Oh, so tired. Oh, see, this is what I'm telling you guys, and I was just speaking of this, right? Look what happened to ZM, right? I told you guys you can't short it until what? You break this. Once it broke it, look, bow. And look what it went right into. Again, another pre-market uptrend. Held it as support. For that to go down more, you pop that and then you can take it down a little bit more. But if you look here, you still have that flag holding up. So to me, this is a huge flag still, and I'll show you where the flag is. Pretty much almost came right to that level. So for you to get that true sell-off, I think you got to break this right here, 93.88, and then you get that true sell-off. And if not, probably come here, consolidate, and bounce right back up, which is doing now. Let's go back to Dumo, see what's going on over there. Seems like it's still holding up. Yep, still holding up. So what was how far off? What did you pull down to? Let's see. I thought it was gonna pull back towards that 27.30. It gave us 27.43, off by a couple cents on the pullback. And now it's bouncing. So you take out this level. So this is basically flagging. Flag broke. This is why you're getting this volume. Now you take out this part and then you push a little higher. So see what happens. The overall still strong. Have to take out 27.86 for more upside. Pop that. We should get that more upside. We're looking towards that 28.86. Yeah, sorry about that. 27.86. Pop that, then you have room towards that 28.86 area. So guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask while I'm live. I'm just pretty much just chilling right now, seeing what's happening, what's popping. Let's get there. Still having issues right at that same spot. Can't break it. Which is that 27.86 spot. Sky, stay over there with mommy. Don't come over here. So Facebook changed everything around. I can't even figure out how to go to the live stream on Facebook. Crazy. To see if I was getting questions. So if I'm not answering questions, it's probably because I can't see the Facebook live stream. Oh. So again, if we start pulling back, same spot, I still think that 2730 still needs to hold up. This is still having issues here. Kind of a double top here. Probably wants to come back and test this trend soon. Yep. So again, guys, that's it. If you guys want me to look at anything, I don't know if you guys are on YouTube. I can't tell right now. You know what? I can do this one. This is how I can find out. You can tell I've just been out of sync with everything. No, I think it's on here. Yep, it sure is. To work. I think it should work on this one. Oh my gosh. Watch, I forgot this darn password. Bicycles. So far flagging still on that. See if we can pop this flag and push higher. It didn't work. Oop. I have no clue how to find it. So again, guys, still need to pop it. So what I'm looking for is for you to get a nice little next pop. You got to break this flag. Let's see if we can draw it on here real quick and see why it's having some resistance. See this little flag here forming. If you can pop this flag here, I think we get another push on it. Is what I'm looking for. Till we get that pop, I don't think we'll push on it. Probably might just start consolidating, trading in range. But we'll see what happens. Just trying to test it now. See if we can get it. Come on. Pop it for more ups. There you go. Now we're starting to pop it. Close above that level. Take out those recent little highs right here. And we're off and running for more upside. Here it comes. So if you wanted to scalp it, this would be like typically if I'm scalping the trade and I'm trying to get in and out real quick. What I look for is this. Once I see a flag building in, I'll jump in, pop the flag, and sell into the pop. If I'm scalping something with size. So that's what I'll be looking for on that one. But this is a nice little flag for me. See if we can pop that. Come on. So for now, there's no need to kill this trade for me. I just think it's overall strong off the bottom. And now I just wait for more upside. Les, you don't see it either, huh? I don't know why. I can't find it either. That's what I'm looking for. Unless this does it? Huh? I don't know if it's popping up on a Facebook feed. which is crazy. I don't know. I gotta go work on all this stuff. This is everything got screwed up. That's strange, lad. I don't know why it's not doing it, Les. It's supposed to. Might have to go back and play with it. Probably something changed and I don't know about. I know I was messing with it yesterday, so I probably scooped something up. So here it is, guys. Let's see if we can flag this and push higher. Here's the flag forming. Starting to get this flag break. Take out this top. We should get a nice little pop on this one. No, I can't find it either, Les. It's not you. I don't know where it's at. I looked everywhere. But I do know that Facebook did change some stuff around, so I don't know if that could be the cause, but I don't think I'm live. I don't know. Break. We're getting the break. Let's see if we can pop this top. We pop this top. Should push higher. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, bugger. Can't. I don't know well. If this thing pops it, we push it in the bar. Still can't pop this top. Same spot. That 2784 area is giving it trouble. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with this sucker. Probably gonna come back and test this trend pretty soon. What's that? 27. Let's edit that. Let's turn that off. There's a pullback again. Probably pull right into that 2749. Still not too bad. So now you guys see the area of resistance. Let me zoom this in some more so I can really see what's going on here. 2794. So it's pretty much topping here. Need to pop that top or we'll pull back again. Still holding that flag breakout, so that's a plus. Still have the trend. So, and here's a range I was telling you, we might start trading in the range. For us to get more direction on this one, it's either we're gonna have to take out this bottom, probably right in here. I'll probably say 2744. You break that level, we pull lower. We pop this top, we push higher. So right now we're going into a range trade. Here's your trend. Me personally, this trend break, I think we probably get a nice little pull on this one. So it's all about wait now and seeing what happens. Still waiting on this pop to push higher. What do you know? I'm supposed to be in and out. Thought I was gonna do a quick little video, end up staying longer since this one is still working. Might as well just let you guys see how I trade it. And let's see what happens. There it goes. So again, like I said, it pulled, it held the flag breakout, which was a plus. Now we just need to pop this top. Once we pop this top, I think we get a nice little push on this higher. Same spot. You gotta be kidding me. Do 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 do. So I have a nice little flag forming. Haven't gave it. I think what it's probably going to do, consolidate a little bit, come right into this trend, either break or pop. is what I'll probably be looking for. Man, I'm waiting on that AMD, man. That once the AMD pops that level, at 30, I think it's 32. What is it? Let me look off to the side. 3278. I think we pushed the all-time high on it. I think that is all-time high, which is 34 something. That'd be nice. What I'm waiting on AMD. Pre-market to hit 32.33, which isn't too bad. But I need that 32.78 break on AMD to get more upside on that one. Get a nice little push towards those highs. Oh gosh. See what happens here. Fire Trader, he's calling a 28.75 spot. He wants 28.75 on this one. He might get it. And this is normal. I always see this thing gets into a range, tests the range, and either pops it or breaks it. If it breaks it, I think I'll be done. Here it goes. So what I will do now, even if it goes any more, I personally don't care. That candlestick closed below it. I'm going to have to end it here and then go chill with my kids. So now what I'm waiting on to see if we're going to pop it here and push higher, or if we close below this level, I'll get out, because that'll tell me that we should get a nice little pull on it. And I don't want to sit through all that. So you have 1 minute for me to make a decision. Do. And here's the downtrend now. There it goes. Testing the bottom of the range. So far holding the bottom range. Closes. Let's see what happens here. So typically what happens is it'll come back, test it. With this one, it's not. So with me, I am now completely out of this trade. I won't risk anymore. It's holding the bottom range, can push back up higher. I personally respect my rules. It broke my trend. This is what kept me into the trade for the most part. But sometimes it happens, it just bounce back, retest this trend. If it gets rejected, it'll head back lower, or to reclaim it, and then we can push higher. Me personally, I am now currently out. It was a good trade. Walked it up. Fine with what I got out of it. No need to be greedy. So again, guys, that's pretty much how I manage trades and how I walk trades up. I would just flip real quick to AMD. And as you can see, it's still having trouble here. What you can now, with this level, to me is irrelevant because it's been violated. It's not holding true to me. So what I would typically do is remove this level here. That trend is gone. Now you got a new true flag that you would have to break out on that flag. Once that flag breaks, and then you can push back high. I'll probably draw it up if it lets me. So what I'll start watching is, that would be my new level to start watching. If I wanted to get back in and scalp this back to the upside, I would want to see this break, get a candlestick closing above it, and then I'll try to push it back up. Firm stops will be 27.53 if I decided to get back in it. And that's basically how I would trade that. Until then, I wouldn't take this long anymore, because that uptrend to the upside, that trend to the upside is now violated and broke. So now I'm looking for a downside movement on this. If I wanted to short this, my thought process would be take it short. Stops will probably be highs or something. Stops will probably be high or something if I wanted to short it, or this trend right here. Because if it breaks this trend, it's really a flag break, and then it pushes higher. So those are the two ways. But with me personally, I am completely done. Done for the day. Great week. No need to overtrade. Had fun. Oh, I did say I was going to look at AMD with you guys real quick. So with that being said, and as you can see, Dumos still having issues here. Needs to take out this trend here to push higher. If it gives up 27.53, you'll get a pull towards that 27.31, then the 27.10 spot on that one. And that's my thought process on it. Whatever. All right, AMD. And it's actually trying to hold up, but I'm done with it, so it doesn't matter. So with AMD, guys, this is what I was saying. Pretty much been riding this one up. I have my position is at, we have 27.69 spot on AMD. So right now, what I'm looking for, as you can already see it, is that 32.78 spot. My son is off the chain. So here it is. Let me zoom back out, zoom out, zoom out. So listen, 32.78 spot on AMD. If we break that, I think we can go and push right into this trend right here. Take that out. Then we're going to all-time highs, which is, am I tripping, or is 32.33 the all-time high? So we pretty much broke all-time highs. No, that can't be right. Let me check something out real quick. Just give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. Thought I had the all-time high mark. But looking at these other charts and stuff. Let me go here. Let me get it on this one. Yeah, I didn't think so. So let's mark this all-time high. I was going crazy. There it goes. 34.33 all-time highs. Let me go back and check. I'm looking at another chart, guys. I'm just making sure. So all-time highs is not that. All-time highs is, I think, 48.50. Hold on. I'm going back. Going back. So 48.50 is what I see as all-time high. Wow. So let's just say, let me zoom in here quick. Man, this thing can go. All right, zoom in. We have that kind of pretty much. Leave that there. I just want to see, like, what range would we have? Zoom in. Oh. Click here. You start seeing levels popping up. This is typically how I start looking for spots and stuff where it can possibly go to. Yep. Then just in case. So typically this is what I go through. So what I'm doing is pretty much marking out all my levels on AMD where I think it can possibly go once it start taking out certain spots. And I just pretty much have my charts just prepped up for it. So if I ever trade it, I just pull it up and it's pretty much ready to go. And I know what I'm looking at. Boom. So as you guys can see, I just added on new levels. So these would be new levels I'll be looking for. I think 39.59. Wow, has some range after that, huh? All the way up to 43 and 46, 48, and so on. So yeah, that's AMD. Not bad. Let's see what happens on that one. So it does have some room. It has some ways it can go on AMD. Got some nice little range right now. Oh, sorry about that. So now you guys can see why I'm pretty much in AMD and what I'm trying to accomplish with that one and why I'm holding on to it. Has some room towards that 32.78 still, I feel. As long as nothing negative come out with this whole Trump stuff and Trump doesn't open his mouth and say anything crazy with about this sector and stuff, I think AMD should be okay for more upside. But yeah, guys, that is it for me. I'm done for the day. Did Dumo break down or did I get out too early? See if I got out too early. Let's see what happened. Yep, I sure did. So there's your held the range, pop, and push. And that happens, right? But I have to respect my rule. Trend broke, pulled, boom. So you might get more upside on that one. Fire trader, what did he call? 28.75. He pretty much almost got his 28.75. Nice trade, fire trader. So he's probably still in it. All right, guys, that's it for me. Guys, take care. See you guys back Monday. I'm pretty much done for the day. Go chill with my kids, play around, run around, go outside, and do something. Again, guys, stay green. Don't overtrade. Take care.